Hey guys, so a lot has happened in my life. I guess a lot has happened in my life since the last time I actually have filmed another video, or my last video, let alone posted my video. Which, you know, sometimes I film my videos and then it takes me like 3 or 4 weeks to finally fucking post that video because rendering issues or just like my motivation is just really bad. I have low motivation. I have depression, and so it's just, you know, bad. I'm trying to make sure that this ring light doesn't give that much of a glare, but I'm sorry. So I'm not trying to look at the viewfinder, I'm trying to look at the lens. So yeah, so what this video is going to be about today, if you read the title, it's going to be about my Denver trip. I did film and take a lot of pictures, trust me, I did. However, when what I wanted to originally do was recap my my nights at the end of the day, but I was so tired because we did a lot of walking from the minute we got there. So we arrived there on August 20th at like 11 p.m. or so, and we got there from the airport. And I'm gonna show you like some Snapchat videos here, maybe, or there, I don't know. Also, I'm sorry, let me introduce you guys to someone that's making very much loud interruptions right now. This is my new kitten, Margot. We got her about a month or so. We got her about a month or so before our Denver trip, and so we had to just get Poe and her acquainted enough so that way we can leave them here to be watched and house-sitted while we were gone and not want to kill each other. And that was a whole process for me and a lot of work. Anyway, so we got to the airport at around 1 o'clock, I believe, maybe 2. I don't remember what time it was, but got our luggage, called an Uber, went to our Airbnb, and then we got to our Airbnb, went to the wrong door, just looked stupid for a second, went to the right door, got our lock, you know, got our little entrance key, got inside the room, got inside the house, and we were cool. The Airbnb was actually really cool. It was a shared bedroom, not a shared bedroom, it was a bedroom that we got to ourselves, and then we got to share the entire apartment with the with the host. Our host's name was Natalie. The owner of the condo that we were staying in wasn't in town, so her girlfriend was like our host, wow, instead of the two of them. But they had the cutest biggest cat that I've ever seen, and he was so adorable and cuddly that he slept with us like the first 2 nights and then the last night before we left. And so when we got there, we said hello and everything, we got everything acquainted, we got our things, and then we went straight to a dispensary. Yes, we went to a dispensary in Denver, Colorado, and that was really cool. And we got, you know, our basic little needs that we needed for the remaining 5 days that we were there, or 4 days, whatever it was. And then, you know, we got acquainted with the state, and then we went to, we called an Uber, and we got dropped off in Larimer Square. Basically what we were going to do that day, since we had the whole day, the rest of the day at least, to not do anything, we were going to explore and walk around and just be like, what's good. And mind you, as we were driving down to the area, we just saw a lot of, well, actually when we walked around to the dispensary, because it was like a 10-minute walk to the dispensary from our Airbnb, it was just, the air was so much easier to breathe. It was a lot cooler in August. It was like 75 degrees in August, and that was amazing. And throughout the entire time, it was beautiful, or at least cool weather that I'm not used to, and I loved it. And so much beautiful green scenery, just like it seemed as if the town or the city just really kept up with just the beauty. I don't know how to describe it. It was so beautiful. So anyway, sorry, go back to Larimer Square. I'm terrible at telling stories and sidetracking and shit, I'm sorry. We went to Larimer Square, and from there we just got dropped off, and then we walked around, we found 16th Street in the midst of walking around, and then walked away from that, and we went to this beautiful park. I forget the name of it. I'll put it somewhere and I'll show my pictures, because we just randomly stumbled upon it. It was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, just like, ugh. And we took many pictures there, and I love it. And we went there at least almost every day I think, because we just loved going around that downtown area. It was just so beautiful. I just can't even tell you how beautiful it was. You have to really see it. And like even my pictures will show you how beautiful it was, but standing there and looking at it and just enjoying the view, that was so pretty. And we didn't even go to see the mountains. We didn't even get to see the mountains while we were there, which, you know, we wanted to do, but we didn't have the right attire. We didn't have the right attire, so we didn't go do that. But we plan on going to Denver again sometime in the future because we loved it so much, and we're going to do all that we didn't get to do. After a good day of exploring, we went back to the house and just, you know, chilled out. And so the next day, we were greeted by our host. So she stopped by in the morning and she gave us some tips about, like, oh, what to do. You know, let's go see these museums. She is a library teacher, I believe, or she works at the library, something like that. Sorry, I don't know the correct role of her job is, but. So she was giving us tips, or not tips, just like, you know, things we can do that she recommended, because she likes to go to museums, and we don't mind going to museums. Actually, I love going to museums and art museums and stuff like that. Alright, so we caught a ride with her because she was on her way to work, and so she dropped us off and told us what to do and gave us, you know, directions. She was really nice, just the sweetest people ever. And just like people in Denver, they were just so sweet. Denver was just so welcoming and everything. I just loved it. So we got dropped off, and then we walked to where the museum was, the entrance, and we were like, okay, we're hungry, so we know where to go now. So then we walked back to that beautiful park with, you know, that I showed you pictures of earlier. And that day they were holding food trucks from like the so-and-so time and so-and-so time. I was like, oh, this is really convenient. So we just like, let's go get some food trucks. So then we went walking around and found some food trucks, and well, we looked at the food trucks and looked what was serving, and we almost decided on something else, and was like, no, I want this. And I was like, I'm getting these Korean Mexican tacos because, like, bitch, that sounds delicious. And it was. So after that we went to the museum, and the museum was really gorgeous. It was also raining that day. That Tuesday it rained a lot because of the fact that, well, it just was a rainy day. It didn't rain, it was just, and we didn't have an umbrella. So we walked around getting wet, and it was actually fairly cold for me. So we just walked around and looked around, and then we went to the Union Station. I took pictures of that, took videos of just like, I don't know, the architecture of the entire city, or at least downtown, or just in general, was so beautiful. I don't know, it's just so pretty. I took many videos or like at least 2 long videos of like the houses walking down or driving down the roads, and those are just so gorgeous. But we did call Tuesday night, or Tuesday a short day, because of the fact that it was raining. We're just like, well, I don't know what else we can do. So we just, you know, went back to the Airbnb and just relaxed and, you know, got acquainted with our goodies again, because, you know, we had a good 4 days worth of things to get. Then Wednesday we went to another museum. It was a science museum, I believe, and then we went walking down to, well, the science museum was a really big museum. We got there kind of like late-ish, but we got to most of the exhibits, and we saw, like, you know, the exhibits for the animals, the exhibits for dinosaurs. We got to see like the Asian exhibit. Again, I have Snapchat videos of that. I don't remember exactly quite exactly everything we did. A lot of it was just, you know, that one was really good if you had like kids and stuff like that. Not even like, even for myself, like, it's really interactive, and for like a lot of the little parts that you walk into. So after the museum, we went down, walking down to the little garden area. Actually, it's just like, it was more parky area. And just like there's a lot of parks in this state or city, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of parks, and it was just green grass everywhere. So we're just walking down this path because we're walking to the beautiful gardens called the Denver Botanical Gardens. And when we got there, well, first of all, the walk was about 2 or 3 miles or whatever, which is fine for me. My boyfriend was, I guess, struggling a bit, but it was just like, well, we can call a ride, we can walk. And he was like, well, I guess we can walk. I'm like, okay. So we walked. And then we finally got there, and just so much, I don't even know what to call it, green plants everywhere, flowers, just absolutely gorgeous flowers are real, being well taken care of in this just sanctuary of plants. And you know, I would just recommend you to go take pictures there. Like legit, like that shit is fucking gorgeous. Like I'll show you some pictures around here, whatever, when, however I do this, because of like other pictures I took, because bitch, that was fucking gorgeous. And then and you know, so that I'm just giving you a little recap of that. You know, I'll let you, you know, trying to give this video out as quick, you know, quick information. And then after that we left the garden, you know, after, you know, spending a good 2 or 3 hours there. We got there, looked around stuff, ate there, and then looked around some more, left. And then we walked out, and then we started walking down to the Cheeseman Park. And we just wanted to see the Cheeseman Park, you know, what it looked like. You know, at night it was so lively. There were still people there. There were people in the grass, you know, doing some homework, I believe, or just laying down there. There's just a lot of people out, you know, outside doing things. Whether it was day or night, there was just people out, and that's, you know, that was a nice thing to see, and that was really lovely. And then so from there we just called an Uber, got picked up, went back to home. Next day we went to the aquarium and then just walked around. And we went to the aquarium and just hanged around. I think we were just chilling out for the most part, because we did see it. In my opinion, we did see it and do a lot of things that we were just wanted to chill out and just be like, well, we saw what we wanted to see, or at least for the most part, we did a lot of things. You know, we good. And we're just gonna chill, you know, look at more things. Maybe we can find more hidden gems. We went to a cat cafe, I believe. It was Thursday or Wednesday, whatever it was. And we went to Cat Cafe. We also went to Little Man Ice Cream. Little Man Ice Cream had a vegan ice cream, which I could have because I'm lactose intolerant, and that's gonna fucking hurt my stomach if I eat some dairy, or at least ice cream, or like heavy cream things. Like I can eat yogurt and some other things, but like heavy cream, like stuff, that hurts my stomach really bad. And it was made out of horchata, or like the base was horchata. And so I had the banana chip, and that was like chocolate chip and banana chips, I guess, into it. And it was, I don't know, it was just really good. And I was like so happy that I can eat that and not be hurting afterwards. And then we went to a cat cafe after that. And the reason why I wanted to go to cat cafe is because I'd never been to one, and I was hoping there would be one in Denver, and I was lucky that there was. So we went into there, and you know, there's an entrance fee, and we just got this, you know, what I liked about it is just like I just got to sit around and be around cats that were rescued and that were ready to be adopted. So yeah, so then we went to do that, and then we walked around, I guess. We did a lot of walking. I'm trying to remember what else we did on that Thursday. I think we just called it a day after that, or maybe Wednesday or whatever it was, and then we went back to the Airbnb. I know for sure, and then we went back to the Airbnb, and then we just chilled out, you know, got acquainted again. You know, we basically, like, throughout the trip, we were just getting acquainted, you know, doing whatever we could, and, you know, being lit and cool, chill, you know, whatever. Just because we were on vacation. And we ate a lot. We ate a lot of fucking food. But, like, it was delicious, so I'm not even complaining. So at the end of our last night, we decided that, well, you know, he and I, at least from what at least I never had. I think he had once before, but we had never had any dabs before, or hit a dab before. So we bought a gram of shatter, and you know, we had some of that, and that was my first time ever doing it, and we got to experience this with my host, because my host, she's done that before. But she wasn't sure. I forget how the process was. So she was learning with us how to do it, and she had like a sort of idea of how to do it, but like didn't know. So then we were trying to figure it out, and then she got a friend to come over to help her and help us, and you know, it was just a really cool experience. We were just it was nice, and so yeah, that was cool. And then we went home the next day, and that was really nice. So yeah, that was my Denver trip, and my Denver trip was really, really amazing. I want to go back so bad. I wish I could live there, honestly. But who knows what the future holds, and I want to go back super soon. It was just amazing and lovely. It was so welcoming, so beautiful, just so perfect. And I use that word loosely, or at least I try to, because perfect doesn't exist in any sort of form or nothing's perfect. So I tried to figure out what was, you know, the cons of living there, and I got a bit of feedback, but you know, from the little time that I was there, I didn't see it. So I'm hoping that next time I go, whatever, I can see maybe a little bit of concept and be like, okay, let me see, weigh this out, because I want to find a certain, you know, state in the future or whatever to find my residence in, and I just want where I can just stay there and be happy, because right now this shit ain't it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll try to be coming back with some new content ASAP. I am sort of motivated to do new things, but I just need to get the energy out there. I need to just put I have the mental motivation of like, or in the ideas of what I want to put out there. I just don't have the energy, motivation to do it yet, or you know, pep to get me to do it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'm stuttering now. Whatever. Good night.
Come stay with me.